Hello, my name is Dooley Al-Rawi, and this is
Malcolm Stitt.
Tonight we are going to be talking about the Trojan eSports League of Legends Finals.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. We did have a little bit of some technical difficulties there in the
at SAIT, we have the red team playing for
the stream, so we did have to restart it. We are going to move
and now to the game.
Into this first
Enjoy.
game here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It looks like both teams are opting for 5 points with, I guess Texas is looking for a little bit of a, just in case of an invade or something.
Yeah, both teams just 5-pointing and looking for a little bit of a vision here from Trojans Red. That's about it. Just a really shallow ward from them on the Raptors. Trying to get an idea of where University of Texas jungler is starting.
So what we can expect from these lanes is top lane, I think, is just going to be fairly neutral. Neutralized top lane. I think mid, once we're getting into mid lane, I think so SAIT has a little bit more of a push. And bot lane is looking,
Pause coming in here. See what side it was on here. I don't have chat turned on. Does looks like it was University of Texas maybe here, that with the pause.
Anyways, with bot lane, we want there's a lot of early game pressure on the SAIT side. And they are looking for that level 2, those level 3 spikes to go and lock down. Ideally, the Jinx in this situation, the ADC, to get an early kill on her and to put her behind, but she does have cleanse. But I find having cleanse going into a Leona, I find it doesn't work very well, because if you can't time your cleanse right, you cleanse the first CC and you just get CC all over again.
That is true, but the extra tenacity from that cleanse is what's going to be most important here for that Jinx, because it allows that additional CC that's going to come in after the initial engage to be shorter, which is oftentimes can be life or death whether or not she actually survives.
And that is true, and it all comes down to which team has the better fingers, I guess.
Interesting. Looks like it's frozen here. Not quite sure what's going on here. Give us 1 second here. There we go. We're back. All right. Interesting little freeze there. Maybe just a result of the pause that we had here. See some early aggression here from SAIT Trojans Red, moving in on the Tom Kench, looking to use that early lead that we mentioned earlier. We're going to see an exhaust come out here. Double sums for the Tom Kench, and the lethal tempo is online for the Jinx. Going to keep chasing him down here, looking for extra damage. Looks like he's going to run forward, just trying to get that first kill here. He is going to manage to pull it off here, but is going to get traded by the Jinx. Jinx potentially able to get 2 kills here for the price of 1. Isn't able to get it in the end. The CC from the Leona is enough to shut her down here. Another trade going on in the top lane with the level lead on the Gragas here. Death Laser just trying to back up here a little bit and be able to get himself to level 2 as well.
And those first 2 kills bot lane is exactly what they needed. They get ahead. You got that early call on the Corki, getting gold back into his kit, and that early game strength. And now I don't think Texas bot lane will be able to fight them anymore, honestly.
Yep. Overall, 2 for 2. And not only did Corki pick up a call, whereas the Jinx here does have a longsword. It's looking pretty good for both sides, but I do think that the longsword is going to be nicer in that lane.
And we're looking at an invade right now on the Texas side, bot side jungle. And it looks like, I'm not too sure what's going on down there. Oh.
Some more trades on the top lane here. It looks like he's going to find out that he's getting invaded now here. Is able to steal it back. Or sorry. Yeah, is rather able to get it here. The Azir does have the first move, though. Looks like Banish is going to get moved on here. However, does have the fall from the Ahri, not quite fast enough. It is going to be a 2 for 0 for Texas University. Flash out from the Ahri here. However, we are going to have the E follow from the Skarner is going to be enough. That is 1 kill over to each the mid laner and the jungler. Not looking too hot in this first game here.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that bottom invade play. It's like, your bot lane's not back in lane yet, and you're on the enemy side of the jungle, and they'll just have first move.
Yeah, a little bit too early on the play there. That and also Kato did not have his prio there for him to make that play, so it's insanely risky to try and pull that off.
And then now we go into a quiet time. First grubs are going to be up here in 2 minutes. Dragon's going to be up here in, oh gosh, the timers are throwing me off now.
Right, the Dragon's going to be up in about
here.
1 minute here.
Yeah,
I did hear that Trojans wanted to try and look for a 5-minute rotation for this early grub. So in the next minute here, we should be seeing a push and a recall from the bot and top lane of the Trojans.
And the last few games, the Trojans haven't really been playing for first round of grubs. So I think that them going towards this first round of grubs with all of this early game prio that they have is a really good play, because that'll just allow them to get those turret plates to get that more early gold on them and just give them a larger lead.
Yeah, I completely agree. Skarner looks like going to be covering here for a potential engage. There goes the engage, but they were expecting this here. Leona trying to back off as fast as he can here, forced to burn the flash. Going to look for a little bit more damage here, but nothing quite else to get. They did get the Leona's flash, which is going to be quite good for that grubs fight here.
Yeah, and taking out those important sums are definitely important, but also having those lane trios, we can see the mid lane is a little bit pushed up against Trojan's favor. The top lane's looking pretty good. Oh, there's a re-engage down bot side.
Yeah, going to see the jungler of Texas University here actually stick around a little bit longer to try and make an extended play. Gonna go 2 for 2 in the end ultimately there. Is honestly, for SAIT Trojans, not that bad of a play for them. They get that extra gold on the Corki with the kills. The wave is in not too bad of a state either. Looks like it's quite frozen here. Banish is gonna help push out the mid lane here. Everyone's gonna get their resets off. Does look like we are missing that grub timer though.
And yeah, I'm not too sure. Well, I mean, jungler is top side, and their jungler is just getting back out onto the map, and he's bot side right now. So that grubs timer is still there, and they still have time for it. But it looks like it just might be some sort of 2v2 or 3v2 skirmish.
And the Skarner here does have that gold lead as well, and is out on the map with more stats on his belt compared to the Zinzhao here. So, but does look like they're not even going to bother to try and contest these grubs, and it will be a free grubs for the SAIT Trojans.
Man, I don't know about just giving that up, or even like just maybe attempting to trade that would be better, because now it gives Trojans the opportunity to push some waves, get some gold, and then go for a drag right after that.
Yep, I completely agree. I do think that that play bot lane did not go exactly to Texas' plan. I think they wanted to have at least one more person from the bot lane survive so that they could go look for that dragon, but they didn't, so are forced to give it up instead here.
Yeah, and that was a 2v3 situation for the Trojans too, and for both of them to get a 2 for 2 out of that is pretty huge.
Yeah, I would completely agree. Looks like they're finally going to move on to the dragon here at University of Texas. Banish is still on his top side, hasn't reset, so it doesn't look like they're going to go for contest. Actually moving off the dragon here, looks like Texas wants to look for another play on the bot lane here, flashless again on the Leona.
And I mean, with the wave pushing up like that, it looks like they are looking to re-engage there.
And they do get the engage onto the Leona. Looking onto the Corki, though, is their mistake, because he has flash here still. W up, everything's still up. He's going to get stunned under tower here. Looks like he's going to go down. And now the Corki moving forward onto the Jinx here. Going to get a double kill onto the Tom Kench now as well. Triple kill for SAIT Trojans bot lane, making it look easy out here on the 3v2.
Oh my goodness, they went 2 for 3 again. Well, there's the Texas. Oh my goodness, the Texas jungler is just loving the bot side right now, and that wave is in also the perfect spot to just sit there right now.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see a solo kill from University of Texas top laner, but is going to get traded back by Kato, who was in the area. Overall, we see Trojans here already at a 1K gold lead at 8 minutes here, looking rather good, especially with how strong these champs are on their team, if they can get accelerated.
Yeah, and now it just seems like the Texas jungler has just moved to his top side now. Hopefully he can give his top laner.
And the Jinx here getting caught out, just
going
gonna go down immediately. That's the power of this Leona Corki here. Has so much damage. Wave frozen on him. This Jinx is out of the game for a while now.
I mean, this Corki does have 6 kills on him and is up like almost, goodness, just over 10 CS, 15 CS up. And just that enormous gold lead, you just can't compete with this Corki anymore. And this Jinx will just have to be sitting under some turrets and just farming.
There's nothing they can do here, and since they didn't get that dragon earlier, instead opted to try and make that play bot lane instead of taking the free dragon, they're going to lose dragon now too. University of Texas is gaining nothing from these plays that they're trying to set up. And the Corki here, trading perfectly into them 2v1, is going to get a kill here still, and the Leona's here to follow up. It's going to be a 2-for-0 on the 2v1 onto the Corki here. University of Texas cannot make anything happen.
They should not, trying to fight that even there is just so silly, especially with this lead now you have on your Leona. Your Leona has her Merc treads, and now, even then, just run around the map. And, there's just nothing you can do.
And the Skarner on the top side here, they are going to... Oh, looks like perfect buffer on the W, but he is still going to go down. And honestly, the 1-for-2 on the top side compared to the bot side, even though the top laner is still going down, it is that orange. So he really doesn't care all that much about these deaths, more so that he's staying even in CS, and he's really not that far behind.
Yeah, and then now we're in a place now where 2k gold lead now on the Trojan side, and you're just gonna have to, for Texas, they just have to find a way to farm. And on those times that Danish has been cross-mapping those bot lane plays where he's just gone in and taken grubs, he's taken the jungle, he's taken dragon, and that's just furthers the lead more and more.
Yeah, these sequences from SAIT Trojans just look so much better. They're looking for those cross-map plays, like you said, and getting their advantages off of them. Texas just can't really seem to compete here. Look at them. SAIT Trojans Red are just able to run them down here. Half HP on the Tom Kench. And if we look at the gold lead, ADC to ADC, there's a 2.5k gold lead here for the Corki. Looks like they're going to be looking onto the Tom Kench here. Banish going in. The Leona trying to follow here. TP in the bot lane from the Azir. However, the Tom Kench is going to go down early. The Ahri will follow. The Azir will catch the bot lane as wave as a consolation prize, but he's losing the wave in mid. And it looks like here they're setting up for a dive.
A dive here.
Yeah, not going to get with it here. Azir is going to back off here, try and make his way back to the mid lane. However, it looks like he's getting cut off by the Leona.
And they're trading grubs. Texas is trading grubs here for this, so it's somewhat worth by pulling 4 Trojans down to the bottom of the map. They get grubs, and it's three grubs for each team.
Yeah, and this is the first time I've seen Texas make a cross-map play in this game. But what they trade it for is just simply not worth it. They're getting 4 plates on... Oh! The miss on the shuffle from the mid laner of Texas. However, it's still going to work out because the jungler of Texas is there to follow up with the Skarner ulti and the Skarner.
And that's going to end up being some free plates down the mid lane there.
Yeah, he's going to pick up a couple of plates here as a consolation prize for that early play in bot lane. But that earlier play in bot lane is what is most likely going to win Trojans the game here. This Corki is so fed compared to everyone on the team. He hasn't even completed his call yet.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's right. He has his Triforce, but he still has 6 CS on his call, and it looks like the bot lane, Leona Corki, is going to be looking for this Gragas, possibly top lane. Yep.
Yeah, the Leona moving in behind here. Gragas just going to try and get his recall off, but isn't going to make it in time. Spotted out by the Leona. Leona following his E rather well here, layering the CC. The Gragas has no abilities left here. The Skarner trying to save him, but is it going to be enough? Flashes and still gets the kill.
And Skarner's just there to...
The Skarner here trying to just hold them back.
Cut the losses, but
prevent them
there's
from
nothing you can do.
Banish going to move in here, just trying to make an even further play on the Skarner. They can't do anything to Trojans here. There's nothing that they can threaten with the current state of this Corki.
Nah, this Corki is right now, as long as Leona is with them and Jungler is hovering, this Corki could just be unkillable.
Yeah, right now, it looks like the only thing that they have going for them, University of Texas, is this mid lane. Flash E follows the flash onto the Azir. Alt forward from Kato is going to secure another kill onto the Azir.
And what mid lane is their hope? The mid lane is down.
Yeah, and as I had mentioned, the Azir looking like the only hope here, making a very fast play onto him, getting that kill, shutting him down, and allowing the mid laner to get a base off here. 40 seconds on Drag here.
Yeah, 40 seconds on Drag. We have Herald coming up here. And so you're going to have to take one, trade the other. Well, what are we thinking here?
And keep in mind, this is 13 minutes. Plates aren't gone for another 30 seconds. SAIT Trojans just took 10 plates on University of Texas here. That is like 1,000 gold for them for free.
A 5K gold lead now as well.
Yeah,
As we're going and we're looking for second drag, and then we will get revealed to what the soul is.
Yeah, 5K gold lead here for SAIT Trojans, looking rather happy in the current state. The support is the same level as the enemy jungler. If I am Texas here, I'm not even going to look to contest this, because what can you really do? This is a 2-item Corki.
Both teams are looking to fight over this dragon here, I think is what it's looking like.
And University of Texas wanting to just get some vision here, but it's not worth it. The Tom Kench is so squishy at this stage in the game with how ahead they are. The Skarner will be next to fall here. And the Jinx just standing there trying to get something done, but isn't strong enough yet to do anything.
And Jinx is like, oh
Charm
my.
Flash onto the Azir, getting caught out under the tower, is going to fall as well. SAIT Trojans is making plays across this map, not letting Texas have any room to breathe.
Man, and as these guys are getting sent to the timeout screen, just, oh my goodness, there's just nothing they can even really do. They can't walk. The map isn't even theirs anymore, and it's looking very much like a GG at 15 minutes.
Yeah, Texas needed to slow down on that last dragon and just take their time to try and farm their way back in this game. Like we talked about in draft, they do have a good late game comp, but with the way the game is going, they don't have anything right now. They can't walk into their jungle, they can't get their farm. There's no way for them to scale into this late game if SAIT Trojans keep playing the way that they are.
And we also have to remember that Texas also has a very team fight looking comp, and they haven't even fought together as a team. I don't think even once. They haven't even had the chance to look to fight as a team.
Yeah, they just tried it on that last dragon, but that was not their time to.
Not even. Azir was topside. Azir is a big core part of their team fights, and with Azir not there, the whole thing just falls apart.
Yeah, it does look like there might be some split decisions here on the team for Texas, as the Azir topside, when the team is still looking to contest the Drake, is rather strange.
And now we're gonna go into like more of a quiet time where Texas is just trying to hopefully walk together and be able to clear some vision, get a little bit of farm together, and just take control. Take back control on their side of the map.
Yeah, these reset timers is when Texas is gonna be able to finally get some breathing room maybe on the map. But now Trojans are back out here. They're gonna come back through and try and clear all that up. We don't have another objective for 3-4 minutes here. And so this is the time window for Texas to try and make plays and potentially make mistakes from how far behind they are. Look for these picks on the side. Look for the Ahri. Look for the Ornn. See if they can catch Corki on midwave, because this is going to be their gold swing that they need before this next fight.
But I mean, also, we're looking at a Mountain Soul here, and this Mountain Soul looks very, very strong. Oh.
And the ulti missing onto the Jinx here. Jinx caught out, trying to farm in their own jungle, is going to get bursted down immediately. Looking to catch the Ahri on the top side, and they're disjointed on the call here. The Azir is going to die first. Skarner is going to try and make something work here, but it isn't enough to kill the Ahri. He has no damage. He's all tank. Is going to go for the dive. Has the red buff. Is able to get the kill and make it out alive.
Well,
but this Corki
is just wiping the floor with the... Oh, he's going to... Oh my god.
This Corki is running it down. We have the Gregus with the ult flash cask here. Corki's still running for his life. Gregus going to try and get it here. That's a pretty big bounty. If he can handle that with the EQ, it's going to look real good here, but his team is here to follow. We got Banish moving in. The E is going to follow from the Leona, looking perfect.
Oh,
and the Gregus is going to get caught out on the overextension. Herald put down bot lane, tier 2, into the pocket of the Ornn.
How kind of Jinx there to tickle Ornn a little bit with her little gun.
Yeah, 3 items for the Corki. 1
I was just going to say
Jinx.
Mountain Soul here would be really good for Texas, because with the Tom Kench, with the Skarner, with the Gregus, and those champs just become so much tankier. But again, if it swings towards the SAIT way, or the SAIT direction in which it is right now, that Ornn's going to get really hard to kill, that Leona's going to get really hard to kill, and then that just gives that much more survivability to the Corki, the Ahri, the Xin Shao. And so, I mean, Texas has no control over their jungle anymore. This is looking like a pretty quick game.
Yeah, and Texas here, the 1 item on both of their carries, they have no priority to take any fights right now. We take a look at the gold lead here. 6k gold lead on the Corki. There is nothing that Texas can do to compete in terms of damage on these fights. They do have the better team fight comp, but with this level of deficit, it doesn't matter what kind of comp you're playing into. You're not going to be able to contest any of these objectives.
At least not until you get some more farm, and they actually need to group as a full 5 team. So as we're moving here in deeper into the mid game and going towards late game, as long as I think is they're able to group and then possibly able to cut out a fight with a 5v4 or 5v3, they have some sort of chance. But by the way SAIT is playing, it's looking very unlikely.
Yeah, and these are the game states that if you're playing a pick comp, you really love to be in, because at this point in the game, they can pick anyone that they like. Even the tanks here are still so squishy to their damage.
Yeah, this jungle does not belong to Texas anymore at all.
Yeah,
And it's another quiet time. Dragon's coming. The ping's on Dragon. Dragon's going to be up here in a minute.
Dragon's up in 30 seconds. SAIT looking to make a play on top side. This is Texas' chance here. They can look onto this Dragon, look to set up vision before Trojans are here, since they were trying to make that top play. Looks like it was called off, though. They are going to walk into this bot side here. Try and scout it out here. The Corki walking behind.
As
We got a 3v3 skirmish in the jungle here. Gonna look for engage. Is gonna miss the E here. However, I don't know if Texas wants this.
No, it looks like they are going to back off and then gonna give.
Is gonna go to here. The RA does have a potential flank angle, but there's nothing that they can do here. Getting walked out of their own jungle. Trojans did make it in time to be able to flush them out before the Dragon here.
And it looks like after Dragon, they're going to go straight towards Baron to force some sort of fight. There were pings on the Baron, so I don't know. They're running straight to it looks like.
There's no reason for anyone on SAIT Trojans here to base. They have all the items that they need, all their strong points. They're so ahead here. The Rabadons for the Azir is going to be so nice if they try to contest this next fight. But that's all it is. Looks like he's going to try and make a play here, shuffling onto the Corki. Isn't going to get it, though. Not committing the shuffle.
Oh, and
look, we're going to see the engage onto the Skarner here. Skarner's going to get a 3-man ulti with the Azir coming in. Azir getting engaged on, is going to shuffle the Leona away, but is still going to go down. Corki hitting for free in the back line. TP in from the Ornn. We're going to see Skarner fall. The ADC is gone. All the damage from Texas is gone. Gragas will go down. 5 for nothing for SAIT Trojans here. Looks like they're just going to look to push some lanes, get that Baron, and just end this game in the next 5 minutes here.
Yeah, and I mean that was your best kind of situation. It was just really unfortunate that Gragas was trying to had just backed there as well, and Death Laser had TP, was able to TP into that fight, hit a beautiful Ornn ult, and really set that fight. It was looking kind of scary though for a minute. Not gonna lie, after Skarner hit the 3-man ult, it was looking a little sketchy.
I was fully expecting to see the shuffle layer and all the CC layer, the Gragas, and everything just hop on those 3 there. And I thought that was their chance to bring it back. But it looks like they just weren't there in time. The play wasn't set up. It was basically made off of Skarner getting caught out in their own jungle. And so without the preparation, without the layering on time, you know, Trojans is allowed to make those plays with the Leona E's onto the Azir, and he's forced to use his shuffle in a defensive manner.
Yeah, and it was just so unfortunate too, because it just looked like all of the abilities were just late. Azir ult was really late in relation to that Skarner ult, and honestly, it happened really quick still. But I mean, it just came down to who was more reactive and how fast. And even then, Death Laser got there far faster than any of their other teammates, any of Texas's other teammates did.
Yeah, the immediate TP is so important there as well. But honestly, it's so... Oh, look, you see the engage onto the Tahm Kench here, looking to go in and just start something. The Corki following up. Tahm Kench so squishy, going to go down here, looking for the Ahri. He's going to get the Skarner instead. The Jinx will still go down from Banish, diving in the back line. The Ornn ulti from the side. They have no damage. They can't do anything here. SAIT Trojans is running down University of Texas, and they will end the game here at 22 minutes.
GG. Yup, that is a really big GG. These guys, there's just no chance.
Looking at this next game here, if I'm University of Texas, I want to take a good look at my draft and how we're playing these early games, because if SAIT Trojans is going to get a lead like that again, and they've shown that they can play these early game comps, and Texas cannot scale into these late games, what can we do? We must match these early game, at least in terms of draft power or in terms of how we play it.
And now looking into, we're going into game 2, and this is a best of 3 series. So we're going into game 2. Will Trojans be able to take it home in game 2, or will we be going to game 3? We'll
Now,
know here right away.
we will be heading into a break here. Well, the team steps outside just to have a quick discussion about the game that just unfolded. We'll be back in about maybe 10 to 15 minutes here after our intermission here.
Welcome to the intermission segment where I'm going to be talking to Malcolm SAIT about how the first game went.
It was very intense. I saw very heavy action on the bottom there.
Yes,
bottom
we did.
lane, everyone was hitting bottom lane hard.
Yep.
Those minions, they're getting crushed. There was no defense that they could give against SAIT.
The Texas-Dallas team definitely were uncoordinated. They didn't work together too well against our team, and that definitely led to their downfall as we ended with a 20-kill lead ahead of them, roughly.
Those Comets, they look like a band of misfits. They had no coordination. I wonder if they even had a captain. Did they even have a pep talk before this started?
Honestly,
they had no spirit, nothing.
Nothing. No, you can really tell that their heart weren't in it this first game. But we do still have 2 more games ahead of this where the tides can really flip. This first match we played, honestly, I have to say, for the SAIT team, we did beautifully with a 20-kill lead, destroying their 2 of their towers within the first 15 minutes, and then also just getting about, I believe, 2 aces against the Texas-Dallas.
Two aces.
Just superb gameplay. Just amazing. Any thoughts on how you believe Game 2 is going to go?
I think it's going to be another all-out bloodbath.
Another
The
all-out
Trojans are
bloodbath.
going to destroy the Comets.
You know, I hear that. I definitely hear that, but I got to play the devil's advocate. I just believe that the Texas-Dallas, their heart weren't in it. They were warming up, really, giving us a teaser, if you will, for what's to come.
Would you say they were bluffing? Did they want us to expose our cards?
They did, because think about it. We did all of our main strategies. We have gone into the jungle. We took our buffs from the beasts that were there. I hope that's right. And that definitely helped lead us to victory. Now that they know we enjoy going into the jungles primarily for the beasts, for the team buffs, they may be learning ways to counter that, and as well as managing their bottom lane significantly better than this last game.
We dominated that bottom lane.
We dominated
They
that
had no
bottom
pressure
lane.
on us. They had no strength. They were pedaling back the whole time.
Yes,
in
they
retreat.
were. Yes, they were. With the grunts as well. I mean, honestly.
That's all they do. They just grunt.
That's
They were nothing against those Trojans.
Nothing. Nothing. Who do you believe played best?
The Trojans.
Do you have any specific player you like?
Cato. Cato.
Cato?
led it. I think he did.
You believe he carried? I
He
understand
did more
that.
than what you can even see on the box score. He came
That
in
is
with his
true.
leadership, his spirit. He was the glue guy. He did all the little things
You
that
could
don't
really
show
feel
up.
his spirit in that stream. I understand that. Geez, you're right. You're right.
Of course.
Hold on. Let me check something right quick for you. I believe I saw that the Texas team, each player had about 50 less creep score than our team. Now, the
That's
creep
just
score is just a little arbitrary in terms of how we end, but it is still prevalent towards the game's score and how the players act and such and such. Any comments?
I'm just saying, if they want to do something better, they got to up that creep score.
They do.
It might not be the most consequential part of the game, but if they're not going to pick up in the other spots, they got to find somewhere where they can show their might.
That is true. That is true. I understand that. With a good collection of gold that our team has made, now it doesn't entirely affect the current game. It's an after thing. We do, from the looks of it, have collected significantly more gold than the Texas-Dallas team. What are they doing? What are they thinking? What's the goal here? What's their plan? Because nothing is working out for them. They try and take bottom lane or bot lane, doesn't work out. Top lane doesn't work out. Center, I believe, was the best chance they had, and even then they fumbled it. So, to see their next game, I am excited. I won't lie.
I do think they need to hit mid way harder.
They do need to hit
They
mid.
need to go strong mid, top, bottom, not working. Go
working.
mid. They had the best chance with mid. Mid was working, but then they left their foot off the gas. They need to push harder down the mid.
I agree. I do agree. Apologies. Now, I believe my favorite part of this game is the fact that our players, the SAIT Trojans red team, has significantly lower stats generally than, not significantly lower, I apologize, just lower stats in general.
Moderately lower.
Moderately, thank you. To the Texas Dallas team. All right, the Texas Dallas team, they got emerald, 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 diamond, diamond. We have a silver and a master on our team. Texas, what are you doing?
We don't need that though. We have that dog.
We are the
dog in us. We are the underdogs. We are fighting back.
Yep.
We like being under the foot. We want that pressure.
We want that pressure. We love it. We love it. You know what? You're right. Even during the most pressure in our game, there was a 2v3 happening, I believe, in bottom lane around the 12-minute mark, and we got the first. No, not the first triple kill. No. We got a triple kill that allowed us to push back into bottom lane, which definitely helped us progressing in the game.
We made a great advance.
We did make a great advance. Thank you. Thank you. You get it.
Of course.
Of course.
This is my sport. This is what I know.
We are
I eat,
professionals.
sleep, breathe this. I don't know anything else.
So, with our KDAs, apparently, wow. Our KDA is significantly better than Dallas. All of us on our team, we have +2s. All right, not +1, we are going double positive here. All right, the Texas Dallas team, 0.5, 0.4, 0.7, 0.6, nothing. Like, light work. Light work.
In our sleep, as they say.
In our sleep.
A snooze fest, you'd call it.
I was expecting for a real challenge this game, Malcolm. I'll tell you, I was ready for an hour-long match. No.
This is nothing.
No. Just wow. I will say, though, on our team, who is it here? Server Bobo.
Hell of a name, I tell you. Where do they come up with these? The creativity
Just
off the charts.
Immaculate. Strategic,
Beautiful.
Creative, just really
I'm going to
tells you all
name
you
my
need.
firstborn child after you.
That's fair. Valid. Death Laser, that's my kid. All right. Anyways. Wow. We just...
Look at this. You don't even have words.
We don't.
This is so speechless.
I'm truly
the performance
speechless.
that they have put on today.
It was immaculate.
A true
honestly.
spectacle of
No.
dominance and overwhelming aggression. Straight down bottom
Just
lane.
beautiful.
They took it to them. They took it to the hole. 20-point lead. Come on. It's like we're sleepwalking here.
Just, honestly, my grandmother could do this, and she has. Anyways, that is it for this segment's intermission. We are going to be going back to the game next to the game 2 to see how that plays out.
If you're looking for a new feline friend, Meow's here to help. Since 2000, Meow Foundation has operated as a cat-exclusive, no-kill shelter. Meow's website features a curated catalog for an easy search to your kitty companion. Meow also offers a Matchmaker 30-day trial to give you and your chosen cat a chance to find your bond. Meow will be there until you're united with your new best friend. Meet your perfect match at Meow Foundation today.
Come and learn the fast-paced world of television production. Find your passion to write, shoot, edit, and direct news, sports, and dramatic productions. With industry-standard technology and the best instructors in the business, SAIT's television production program teaches you everything you need to know for a career in broadcasting. This is television production. Come and dare to be on air.
Do you have event tickets you can't use anymore? Donate them to Kids Up Front. Kids Up Front gives tickets to deserving kids and their families. They get your gift in the hands of kids through their community agencies across Calgary. They believe all kids should have access to experiences like arts, culture, and sporting events. These tickets provide an opportunity for participants to make memories and create unforgettable experiences. Kids Up Front provides more than just a ticket. They provide an experience.
Find your new best friend at the Edmonton Humane Society. Whether you're on your own or a part of a busy household, the Edmonton Humane Society has the perfect match waiting just for you. Every wag of a tail is proof of the meaningful bonds created at the Edmonton Humane Society. Their adoption program connects you with furry companions who are eager to share their love with you. Visit their website at edmontonhumanesociety.com. Find your
What are the little things called?
Welcome back to the intermission. It's lovely to see you again after those commercials. We've missed you. Now, previously we were talking about how we just beat the Texas-Dallas team in the first round. There are still, I believe, 2 more rounds to go, depending on how the game.
Yes, Dooley, it's best of 3.
It is best of 3. So, SAIT may win it all in this next match. They may not. We just have to find out how the Texas team retaliates after what they've learned in this first match. What are some of the things we believe that Texas can look out for from our team in this next game? I mean, we did miss you, and we're going to miss you even more because of some fun reasons. You know what I mean? The game is going to start soon. We believe Texas has made some improvements to their strategy.
We are coming back with a real night butter for you.
Yes, we are. See you later.
But it was mostly off the back of their poor plays at the beginning of the game and Trojans turning around those early ganks that they had on them.
Oh.
Xin Zhao coming in.
Xin Zhao ban.
I think that is a significantly better ban from their side than the Corky ban. Shuts down a lot of Banish's plays across the map and looking for those good fights into the tanks like Skarner here. Wukong ban, again, like we said, forcing University of Texas to try and pick those. Oh, the priority on the Corky from University of Texas.
Pick the Corky.
Like I had said at the end of the last game, University of Texas either has to look to challenge the strong early game that Trojans has here, or they must look to fix their mistakes from the previous game.
Oh my gosh. Fast pick, Ari Vi.
Quick Ari Vi. You can see there in the downtime here, we had a very quick discussion about what we're doing in this next draft here.
And we're looking at, again, like very heavy pick comp for Trojans. And not sure where the Texas comp is going to look like yet.
Tom Kench again.
Is it a flex pick, though?
I don't think this is a flex pick. I didn't see their top laner play any Tom Kench. I think this is most likely just comfort for their support, since it looks like he's mostly an enchanter player. So this might be the one tank that he can play.
But even then, like, all the enchanters are up right now. It could have very easily gone Nami, could have very easily gone Lulu.
That is very true. They could have picked another enchanter, but I think...
So they might be looking to flex it then. They could be looking to flex it to see what they pick, what Trojans pick for support. And
they could be. I do think that they just want that Tom Kench ulti for their carries mostly, I think, with their pick comp.
Perhaps.
If the Vi goes in on the Corky, they can pick him up. The Syndra, they can pick him up, right? Syndra, this is one of their mid laner's strongest picks here. Hopefully he can do better than last game, and hopefully his team can gather around him more than they did in the previous game.
Yeah, now... Oh, left the Cassante up.
Yeah, Cassante pick coming in for Trojans Red. Looks like they had a pretty clear game plan for what they're going to do in this draft based on what University of Texas is picking and what they want to do with their own in-game plan.
This Jax ban a really good ban since they're all pretty... it looks like they're planning on going like some pretty close range AD, so just stopping that guy from getting on top of them is super helpful.
Yeah, the Jax ban, again, they just want to try and narrow down the things that can threaten this Cassante in the top lane, because if they can't shut this top lane down, they're pretty confident that Trojans are going to be able to win through their bot lane with these bans. MF ban coming out, I think that's a pretty good ban into the lockdown comp that Trojans has here. Layer that MF ulti on there makes it real easy for them to make that pick that they need.
And now they're thinking. I would be thinking too, because they have a possible top laner support. They have and they're still missing jungle. So I guess taking out the Gwen pick.
I really like that Gwen ban there. Cassante really only has a couple of few hard counters, and Gwen is definitely one of those. So taking that off the board is going to be really good for Trojans top laner here.
And then moving into a Leona ban as well, is that Leona definitely caused some problems.
100%. I think they really struggled to handle the Leona in the last game, especially with how out of control Trojan Snowball was.
And it looks like SAIT could possibly be looking like a Renata Callista possible bot lane, I think.
There's potential for that, but I also think that a Renata Asher could potentially work. They
Asher's
have enough
one.
damage. Oh, you're so right. That's my bad. Skarner pick for University of Texas. Looks like that is their most comfortable jungler here for them. Not picking something different in game 2 is a little bit interesting to me.
Especially if he's going more for, if he is like the carry sort of jungler, I would put him on something that's a little more carry heavy and instead of something super, super tanky.
Definitely. Makes me wonder if his pool is really so small that it'll get pinched by a Wukong ban. The Alawi pick is very interesting here into the Cassante. We are going to see the Callisto Renata from SAIT Trojans. Alawi, I was not expecting that.
Just hard carry and looking to hard carry solo top, even though she has some of the slowest casts in the whole game. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how this will turn out. Depending how Alawi lane goes, you're really only hard. Your hard carries are looking like Quirky and Syndra, depending on game state. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this will turn out, but I think I do like Trojans comp is very much more aggressive, I think, while University of Texas does want to be able to hold up their own, but hopefully make it into that mid-late game, I think is where they're going to be strongest.
Yeah, I do think that Trojans here did a really good job of picking things that will give them priority to make plays and do so with a lower margin of error than University of Texas does. The Skarner, well, yes, the ulti can be super powerful, and the Tom Kench can be super strong, and the Syndra stuns. All of these are great things to have, but all of them very unreliable. When you have that Vi that can just Q into R or just R someone straight up and lock them down, and the Ahri who can get in someone's face, Renata, who with the Callista ulti is afforded the opportunity to just walk up to them and get her CC off. Trojans have so many options to just, put CC on Texas' face, and they basically have to just take that, and they can't start anything as easily on their own.
I mean, with Texas, for both teams, it really comes down to which comp is easier to execute. Trojans has really easy point and click, essentially, abilities, playing very well individually and very well in the chokes with Renata ult. While University of Texas, you need to be able to layer all the abilities, all the CC on top of each other, which can be a little harder to execute, as we saw in that last team fight last game with the Skarner. Skarner just got caught, ulted, and with nothing else to layer it, it was just useless.
Yeah, and seeing both of these teams' drafts overall, I can just say that Trojans here are the ones favored to win this match. I really like how they're kind of, honestly, this is a draft that you would see in the LCK, and whereas University of Texas going for something a little bit more out there, not saying that it won't work, but they really need to hands diff Trojans here if they want to make this work in game.
I mean, any comp can work out really, really well as long as you know how to execute it, and this will really come down to the team's knowledge on how to properly execute their comps, and the team who knows how to do that best will come out on top.
Exactly. Well said, Sarah. And we will move into yet another break really quickly here for about the next 3 minutes while we wait for the spectator delay to set in place. And we will be back after that with Game 2 of SAIT Trojans versus University of Texas in the grand finals of the NACE 2024 fall split. See you guys soon. Texas.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Yep. Oh, we're looking at another 5-point. It looks like.
Yeah, another 5-point from both teams. These teams not doing a whole lot here in these games to make something happen in the first level. Give me 1 second here while I just fix the scoreboard. We got SAIT Trojans on the red side, University of Texas on the blue side.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, it looks
There we
like
go.
SAIT was able to get a ward down as well on the enemy blue buff. So they know exactly where their jungler is starting.
That early vision is going to be good here for the SAIT Trojans if they want to make any of these early game plays. The Tom Kench Corky here into the Calista Renata. Who do you favor in this lane, personally, Sarah?
I think early your first 3 levels are going to go more towards the Corky and the Tom Kench. Or I'll just get a big kind of screw you and never mind. They just one trade, so whatever. I guess what I said was wrong. I mean, obviously I'm biased because Trojans, but I mean, looking at the comp just very specifically, if well played out, I think Tom Kench and Corky can definitely win that early. But I mean, it just comes down to hand stiff, I guess.
I completely agree. I do think that they did mess up in going for that. We do see some trades, early trades going on the top lane here. The top laner for University of Texas is going to get that push in. I think Tom Kench walking up that level 1 there is what costed them that early lead at the level 1. And just honestly, it's the triangles here in the bot lane that you're looking at. Trojans just doing a really good job at honing in on this. And Tom Kench is actually going to go down. The damage from the Calista Renata is too much for him.
And
Doesn't
first
use
blood
any
will
sums.
go on to Renata Quest.
Good play from the SAIT Trojans here. Honestly, starting to question the double summons option on the Tom Kench here. He's taking his double summons, but not making anything out of it. And the Visor coming up bot lane here. We see a dive coming in. Is going to get the CC off. Q flash onto the Corky is going to go down here, and everyone lives. No flashes burned other than Banish on the Q flash follow-up from the early engage. Looking real good here. The Cassandra in the top end of Death Laser getting bullied by this Illaoi right now. Isn't really able to compete, isn't dodging those Illaoi E's that he needs to be.
And all you gotta do in that matchup is, yeah, you just gotta dodge those E's. It has a super slow cast time. You just gotta look, you gotta sidestep, stand behind some minions. And it looks like he's going to have to burn his teleport here to be able to catch that wave top.
Yeah, is gonna have to burn his TP, unfortunately. Is gonna suck here if they wanna look to make some early rotations for Grubs maybe. Looks like we do have Kato getting caught out in the mid lane. The CC is going to go down. The Vi is here late, but is able to flash out safety here. Looking, isn't able to block the flash of the Vi onto the Syndra here. Getting them low, but isn't able to quite finish it off. Kato, too low to help here. 2 per day moving in to try and help. We got a 2v3 here going on. The Vi still quite healthy. Has the bailout here. Is going to try and look at the Skarner. Isn't able quite to get there. And 2 per day is also going to go down here. Is able to secure the kill in the end. And actually walk away. The Callista here running up with Cryo. 2 per day, just making things work here with no HP. The Callista trying to come and finish something off, but Tom Kench just going to W out there. Corky pushing in the bot lane.
I feel like if that Tom Kench chase, I could have at least secured the kill onto the Renata there.
I do think so. No bailout on there. Definitely seems like there might have been some kind of miscommunication there on the bailout cooldown. Getting the 1 for 0 there is not very good.
It's not ideal, but I mean, they still have that early gold lead. And it looks like that they might be looking more towards Dragon here, right off the start for SAIT.
Yeah, definitely a good Dragon look, I think. This top lane matchup isn't treating Death Laser very well here. A little more of a challenge to get Prio into him, into the Illaoi there.
And now, like, he's just down in items and just can't dodge the E's, I guess. And knowing Death Laser as well, he always likes to go for his skirmishes and go for
Looks
his
like the
trades.
Syndra's caught out here. Isn't able to dodge the charm. That handshake onto the Syndra is going to get one shot here, and any chance at a contest that they were looking at is gone with that. Death Laser managing to dodge the Q with the flash there, but is going to get taken down. Doesn't have enough in him.
Yeah, and I think his like he really loves, like, as a person, he loves to skirmish, and as he's feeling out the matchup, he's probably going to take a little bit more aggro fights than he needs to.
Yeah, especially on this Cassante, all you really need to do is just get your farm where you can and just play it out slow here. That kill in the top lane is going to give Texas the chance here to look for the early grub rotation.
Which is fine. I feel like that they can give this one, allow to get some control back on Trojan's top side of the map, and then hopefully move forward. Bot lane is strong, getting ready to go back for a buy here, it looks like, as well.
Yeah, I completely agree here. Their bot lane has a pretty healthy lead here, and they're going to want to use this around these objectives to try and secure them. Second drag, second round of grubs is going to be really important here, especially that second round of grubs, since they did not get any of the first.
Yeah, this Alawi could very easily become a problem pretty quick if she keeps farming and keeps up the pressure like this. And because it's going to make those team fights very, very scary for Trojans.
Definitely, but if this Callista and this Renata can still accelerate more and put their foot on the gas, SAIT Trojans could rally behind them in order to make these plays work. You're going to see an all-out from Death Laser looking for a potential kill angle onto the Alawi. The Alawi's full HP there. I'm not quite sure what he's looking
and
for.
And Alawi will just walk away from that, sitting in about half health.
Still in all-out form, is going in here. The Alawi's going to ulti. The Skarner's on the top side. He's going to run out of the all-out form, but he has nothing left to get away and is going to get taken down by the gank on the Skarner. Vi, not quite fast enough there to cover. Looking, oh, what a beautiful handshake. However, they do have the Syndra coming in. The Callista here looking to just get out of dodge here. Looks like they are going to be able to get out, actually, with the help of the Callista ulti and the handshake. The handshakes from 2 per day are just beautiful, man.
I guess just the better support. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's simply looking like a support diff here. The Alawi, man, that's a lot of damage on that E-pull. You really cannot get hit by these.
Now Alawi is starting to look pretty scary now for Trojans. Any team fight is really going to be problematic.
Definitely, and just looking at the gold lead here, we do have about a 1k gold lead for the ADC, but it's the same on the other side of the map. So we are looking quite neutral in terms of gold here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to see what direction it'll go. It'll just really come down to macro, I think, on these next team fights, on these next objectives that are going to be coming up.
Yeah, definitely. David just dancing around here, toying with the Tom Kench here, potentially hoping to look for a kill angle if Tom Kench decides to mess up and W in there.
Now we have a little bit of a quiet time, just a little bit of a farm time. Oh.
Yeah, you're going to see the ulti in onto the Syndra, recalling on Vision. You can't do that in that spot right there when you don't know where the enemy jungler is. They are going to get a kill under tower as well in the bot side. 2 per day, and the Callista Renata bot lane here able to just clean up with the quirky Tom Kench. This Tom Kench pick is not looking good.
That Syndra was clearing a ward, not backing. She was clearing the ward there with no vision on where anybody was. So that was just kind of, I think, a scary situation to be on. But I mean, you can't expect to get flash ulted on from a Vi, even though you probably should expect it. But
yeah, at this level, I would definitely hope that these players would expect the other team to be making plays when they show here, especially when they don't have the team on their side.
Man, Cassante really can't fight this Alawi anymore.
Yeah, this Alawi is real strong now.
And the squad is heading top.
The lane swap initiated here. This Callista is so ahead. Let's see if we can take down this Alawi and potentially open up the game for Trojans entirely.
Yeah, I mean, this Alawi probably can get a good whiff of what's going on. Is she gonna greet? Oh, she's greeting.
They haven't spotted the lane swap yet here. University of Texas could fall for this. They see the Cassante bot lane now. They should go very soon here. Looks like they are going to. Alawi's going to greet for the extra minion. Might cost her life here. 2 per day walking up. Has the handshake at the ready. is going to get the handshake off. The Vi-Q to follow. Can he get her ulti up? No, he cannot. Shut down to the Kalista. This Kalista is now 3k gold ahead. Again, we saw it in the first game. They love to get gold on their ADC and just have him carry the game for them. And it's worked out in the past. So let's see how they can do it now. Looking for a play on mid lane. This Ahri is so safe. They can't make anything happen here. Second round of Grubs is going to go over to SAIT Trojans.
I mean, the SAIT Trojans too. It's just really, it seems like a big game of protect Mr. President with their ADC. Oh,
Sorry
you got
about that.
the slow-mo version of the play. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, a little bit of a misinput from me there.
And Kalista's just 1v1ing the Alawi, I guess.
Yeah, this Kalista with the Bork is so strong. Ahri's looking at a good state too in the mid lane here. Up 20 CS, up a level. Honestly, the only person here who isn't really that happy is the Cassante, but he's Cassante. He doesn't really care too much about whether or not he's getting all the gold. It looks like we're going to see a dive onto the Alawi. She does still have her ulti up. The TP going in. Ulti on. She does get her ulti off, which is looking pretty good. 2 per day going to flash out. Bailout's going to come out. Isn't going to get it off here. The Ahri going to dash back in. Almost losing his life. Able to make it out. The Skarner's going to come over to clean up here. Looks like the Ahri will fall as well. A 1 for 2 for SAIT Trojans. That's the kind of play that you need to see from University of Texas if they want to claw back this gold lead.
I mean, this is where we're going to start to see. Oh, okay, bye-bye, Syndra. This is where we're gonna start to see, because I know like once you get the like super huge leads like this, it's like it becomes so easy to just want to run it down, and that just gives away kills just for free to the other team and gets some gold and gets them back in the game.
That is very true, but this ADC here doesn't look like he wants to give anything for free. 7-0 and still looking good in the top lane. Hasn't faced since they got their first item. Playing with the Alawi for free.
Oh my goodness. You can see the weakness of Alawi's abilities there too. It's just so slow for the Kalista.
Is getting a little bit cocky though, tanking those 2 tower shots here. They do have the bailout though from the Renata, so I wonder if they're gonna look for another dive here. Looks like they're pinging for it. See here, Q. Handshake onto the Alawi. The Alawi's gonna go down here. A free dive for SAIT Trojans onto this Alawi.
Oh my
Their
goodness.
one ray of hope and gold lead is being annihilated in the top lane, and they aren't doing anything to help them.
And bot lane, Cassante's just being able to farm and kind of get his little catch-up time for free.
Yeah, this Cassante so happy with this outcome. He's managed to close that CS gap. He's sitting pretty. He's gonna base on an item here, I think. Yes. Basing on an item soon. Looks like they're making another play. This Kalista hasn't faced yet, and they're making another play. This Skarner's gonna go down. The Tom Kench is gonna fall. They get the first turret, but at what cost? Looks like they're gonna look to...
Kalista, go home! Oh my goodness.
This Kalista sitting on 4.3k gold in her pocket. Still not recalling. Want to look for this top tier 1. Alawi's trying to get there, but Alawi's not gonna make it there. They're gonna get the tower in trade, and for 2 kills and a tower, that's quite worth it.
I mean, I feel like there's a point where it's just super, super greedy to do what you're doing, and she's staying for another wave. Yeah.
I completely agree, but when you are dancing in their face like this, the Q into R onto the Syndra is dead. There's nothing you can do against that combo. It is a true combo.
I mean, it does... There is a point where it gets too far, you get too cocky, and all it takes is to get caught and you're handing over a free 1,000 gold to the enemy to catch up.
Completely true, but I do think that this lead from SAIT Trojans is quite large, and this Kalista is going to need to get shut down for sure, but from what I'm seeing, it looks like University of Texas is not setting up these plays very well.
I mean, they missed their chance. Like, they should have looked for that Kalista as a team together. Just when she had no items, when she was sitting on so much gold, and now she's back out on the map, she has another item and a half.
Yeah,
and so now she's really unkillable.
Oh yeah, she has almost another full item actually. I think on the next base here in like 2 seconds she could have a 3rd item. I do think that they should have made some sort of play with the mid lane and try and move up to try and kill the Kalista, because now it is so hard to contest anything or to even try and make a pick on this Kalista.
And that's they're going for Herald here. They'll probably use it. It looks like they have the opportunity to use a bot lane for when Dragon spawns.
Yeah, uncontested Herald, and looks like that University of Texas will try and get some bot side camps. While they do that there, some quick trades onto the... Oh, looks like a play going forward here, looking for the Corki. The handshake not going to connect. The Kalista ulti not going to connect here. Kalista is going to catch up, though. Looks like the hostile takeover will go through. Kalista kiting forward, just wants to get all the kills. Potential pentakill angle here. Flashing forward, getting a little bit cocky, but is going to take it. That's 3 kills on the Kalista, looking for 4 into the Skarner. Is going to get the quadra kill here. Alawi going to walk away and doesn't give over that pentakill here. Wow, SAIT Trojans just running at them in that last fight.
It's a Protect Mr. President. Protect Mr. President ADC. Level 11, a level over the enemy top laner.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Is going to back up here a little bit, though, from the Alawi ulti. Is actually going to get bailout. Still managed to just hang in there just for the last little bit. And is going to stay alive, actually, despite walking forward.
And this is a 10,000k gold lead now. They're going to get Ocean Drake here.
Yeah.
And then by the time they do that reset, they'll probably be looking for a possible Baron.
Yeah, 10k minute gold lead at 16 minutes is incredible to see from the SAIT Trojans here. I am questioning, though, is there an opportunity for University of Texas to make a comeback here?
I think their main goal would be to pick off that Kalista if they want any sort of chance at any lead. Oh my goodness, the support is dueling the jungler.
Just a little bit of action going on here in the jungle. Just, taking some pock shots at each other. They don't really do a whole lot of damage, so not a lot's gonna happen there. He's gonna get engaged on, though. Flashes out, gets the handshake off. His team is close. They could look for something, but Kalista not on the map there is gonna question whether or not they should do it.
And there's a point too where it's like, this is it, no? Because now your support does not have a flash, even though Kalista ult is probably going to be up for the next team fight. Is it really worth just burning the flash for free?
I think it isn't exactly worth, but given the timers on the objectives right now, I do think that it's not the most detrimental for them to burn that flash. Let's see what University of Texas tries to do here. They need to make some sort of play here, but it looks like Trojans are going to try to make another play in turn. The Ari looking onto the Alawi in top lane is actually going to try and look for a solo kill. Ulti coming down, E coming down, isn't going to look good. Syndra missing her stun, has to flash out. Kalista going forward is going to get a solo kill onto the enemy mid laner. This Ari sitting pretty in top lane. Looks like University of Texas might be setting up for some kind of dive on the top side here. Ari, is he aware for this? Kato. Looks like Kato's just going forward here. Is going to ulti forward onto the Alawi. Doesn't get the Q off, doesn't get the charm off. Does so get the kill, uses everything for it, though. None of his team is nearby, and is making a desperate run here to see if he can live. Flash Q from the Skarner is going to get met by a charm in the face. Tom Kench just chasing here. But in the meantime, his team's getting all the towers on the other side.
Yeah, I don't know too much about this chase here. Just Ari is a little bit too flaky to be caught lacking anywhere, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, again, on the play, they're just a little bit too late. Like, Alawi isn't in a healthy enough position there to force the Ari to stay or incentivize the Ari to stay.
I think this has been an ongoing trend, too, is just University of Texas is just consistently just a little bit too late to everything. And I think that really threw their entire lead when they did the lane swap earlier in the game too, when bot lane for SAIT went top to go against that Alawi. Had that Alawi had just backed and gone to lane into the Cassante, Alawi might have been in a position to continue to have a lead, but is now actually a little bit behind.
Yeah, definitely looks like they did not understand the sequence that they should have attempted upon that initiation of the lane swap. Maybe they just weren't ready for it. SAIT Trojans macro is just better, or maybe something more in between where they thought that the Corki and Tom Kench would have a better time laning into the Cassante, but they didn't make any plays on that side, so I'm a little bit confused on what University of Texas is planning.
And now SAIT is setting up for the Baron, and this is make or break endgame fight.
Looks like we're going to see a really quick TP flash play into the bot lane here. The Ahri is going to be forced to base, but they're going for it on the top side here. The hostile takeover is going to miss. The Callista is gliding through their team in the middle of everything and is not going to take any damage at all. The Alawi is going to go down. Triple kill for the Callista. The Skarner is also going to go down. 19 kills and a quadra kill for the Callista.
Second quadra kill of the game.
This
And
Callista
RTBN
is
back low.
absolutely gliding on University of Texas.
And they're looking Baron. This is a Baron call, and this is looking that we're moving towards the end of the game here, again, in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, just looking from the way that Trojans play this is excellent. Absolute masterclass in how to play the map, how to out-hands people, how to just make these plays. Even though they're so overextended, they're still making it work on these on certain of these plays.
25-6 in kills as well.
And
just huge.
Over a 10K gold, was that 14K gold lead? This is insurmountable. 4 items to 1 on the ADCs. What's the gold difference here? Almost 11K gold difference. Or not 11K, sorry, 5K. Oh, I'm seeing numbers now. This is crazy. Trojans are running away with this game.
I mean, protect Mr. President, protect the ADC, and you'll get places, I guess.
Honestly, Sarah, I think even if they don't protect the ADC here, the ADC could fend for himself. And even if he can't,
the ADC could probably 3v or
he could
1v3.
Probably 1v5 at this point. Looking at
No,
the
that's
items on
probably
University
true.
of Texas.
Oh, QSS as well? Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that's a lot of items. That's a lot of stats right there.
And now we're looking at Kasante to Alawi again.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to look to make a TP play because where is the top tier 2 when you're looking to end the game? They eat onto the Corki here just to get him out from the range, the ulti, sorry, of the Vi here. Trojans just going to push through this mid and this bot lane. This Alawi has to recall here. They're threatening to end the game. SAIT Trojans just looking for any pick that they can make here. Anything is good
They're
for
gonna
them.
look for any sort of fight. They're gonna get this tower, and then they're gonna.
Looks like they're trying to get onto the Callista here. Almost landing it, but everything is going wide onto the Callista. Tom Kench going in isn't going to find anything on the Callista. They need to find the Callista. They can't find it. The Tom Kench is going to go down, and the team fight unfolds into nothing for University of Texas. SAIT Trojans 2-0 in this series.
And that's going to be it for the series. It's GG's. The SAIT Trojans red team are your division winners.
22-0 on the Callista. An absolute masterclass from SAIT Trojans on how just to absolutely manhandle the game.
Oh my goodness, a 23-minute game as well. And yeah, just shows better hands, better macro. You're on top of everything. Exactly what you can do.
Overall,
congratulations.
Well played. Congratulations
Very
to
well
SAIT Trojans.
played.
Well played by both teams today. Hope to see you guys next semester here for our next NACE season, where we will try to broadcast these games once again. Hope you guys have a great night. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Welcome back. We just got amazing games, plays, and beautiful clutches from the SAIT team. Just immaculate, you know? I'm so proud of us.
I'm jumping with joy. Can you
Genuinely.
not tell?
You know what? That's me jumping with joy.
That was beautiful. That was an amazing high jump.
Wow. With many beautiful plays being done by the SAIT team, by all players involved, really, we put in work. We did that. And to the Texas-Dallas team, y'all played amazingly. Thank you for coming. You guys didn't come here. Thank you for playing. It was amazing trying to see that. Good job. It was, wow. Just, I really hope, what's not negative? You guys are good.
Good luck next year.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways.
Use this to regroup, re-game plan. Next year's a new season. You had them coming in. We were the underdogs. You were ahead of us. Use this as a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
As will I.
Yes, we will. Wow. Anyways, you know what?
Words. We are just lost for words.
We are at a loss of words. That
the
game
underdogs.
was just
They came
superb.
through.
Oh, the thing you just said, whatever that was, it was beautiful. Anyways, with all the players on our team having gotten consistent kills, and wow, just with a
That KDA was amazing.
The KDA, oh my God.
Did you see how much gold we had on our treasure chest at the end there?
Over
Blackbeard is
11,000.
shivering in his timbers right now.
Yes, he is.
He envies of
He
that kind
wish
of
he was
gold.
us.
He wants a bounty like
Oh,
that. The booty.
He
Oh
wishes
my
he
God.
could. He wishes. Oh, wow.
A pirate can only dream.
With some highlights during this last game being we won, just
The bottom push. The bottom push.
the bottom push.
Talk about that.
Oh my God.
So strong.
Oh my God,
Prevalent.
that bottom push was amazing. We locked in. We killed the enemy team because, you know, that's the point of the game. And that just helped us advance so much. We, again, throughout the entire game, went over trying to go for some buffs, the team buffs. We continuously went after their turrets and their other things and just consistently.
The grubs.
The grubs!
The grubs couldn't stand a chance.
Grunts?
Grunts,
Minions?
grubs, minions, potato,
of them.
potato, tomato.
Even
You
they
can call it
helped
whatever
us.
you want, but it's a win.
It is a win. A win is a win.
That's the only way you could call it factually. A win by the underdogs. Hard-fought fight by the Comets, but it just wasn't there yet, unfortunately.
No, it was not. No, it was not. We, you know what? I really hope they look up next year. Next year, I hope they put in the work. They learn. They study. They learning experience, you guys. This isn't that serious.
You just got to go back to the tape.
Yeah.
Watch the game film.
You know,
strategize.
just run it back. Wow.
Dot your I's, cross your T's, pick up the slack, you know. There's always ways to improve. Even SAIT, even those Trojans, they were a little sloppy in the beginning there. I gotta say.
You know, they had me stressed a little bit, but
I was falling off my seat.
I was about
hiding
to
on the
fall
desk. I couldn't look.
We couldn't.
It was so
stand.
stressful.
Oh,
I was losing hair.
I was afraid. I was afraid. All this, my hair is actually gray after that last thing. I just put a lot of black paint on it. Anyways, yeah, you want a close up of that? Sure. Wow. No notes. No notes.
None. There's none here.
Well, you know what, viewers? It was lovely to see you for this intermission. We will see you almost soon-ish. Yeah.
Think about soon, and it's a little bit around there.
Yeah.
We'll see you then. Maybe a little less. We can't tell you. We got to keep you on the edge of those seats for the rest of this post-show.
Yes, we will, and we will see you again right after whatever we're about to show you.
Enjoy.
You gotta clip your flat, your back.
Someone in this room is diagnosed with MS, but they didn't let MS stop them. They followed the science-based program provided freely by MS Hope. An MS diagnosis doesn't have to be the end of the line, but a beginning to a healthy life. Visit mshope.com to learn more.
Are you looking for a space that radiates inclusivity and support for people with disabilities? Look no further than Between Friends. Between Friends is a pan-disability organization that provides quality social and recreational opportunities for people of all ages. An inclusive community where people with disabilities can reach their individual potentials. So what are you waiting for? Visit the Between Friends website at betweenfriends.ab.ca.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Very tough not to have the cleanse.
Davis on the flank. Davis on the side. TP coming in. Faker looking to make the flank against Ruler. Owner goes in.
Yes.
And again, the combos are clean. The hostile takeover.
Feel the excitement in esports together. Learn more about local esports events on esportsalberta.ca.
Kids shouldn't have to worry about where they get their next meal. That's why Brown Bagging for Calgary Kids is so much more than a lunch program. It's a community of volunteers, donors, and friends, taking meaningful action to connect kids through healthy food. With over 600 volunteers who help feed over 6,500 kids every school day, helping students get the food they need to reach their full potential. For more information on how you can get involved,
Look at this little guy. He has so much love to give.
and so does he. Positive Match rescues dogs from all over the world and takes care of them here in Calgary, giving them the love they deserve. And that comes through the support of adoptions and donations. This is to continue to bring a positive change to as many pets' lives as we can. To adopt or donate, visit positivematch.org.
Come and learn the fast-paced world of television production. Find your passion to write, shoot, edit, and direct news, sports, and dramatic productions. With industry-standard technology and the best instructors in the business, SAIT's television production program teaches you everything you need to know for a career in broadcasting. This is television production. Come and dare to be on air.
ArtPoint is a non-profit organization based right here in Calgary. The members of ArtPoint have open studios available for their community. Studios for lovely paintings, beautiful illustrations, and stunning sculptures. ArtPoint is a place for artists by artists. Visit ArtPoint today at 11th Avenue Southwest or at artpoint.ca.
Come and learn the fast-paced world of television production. Find your passion to write, shoot, edit, and direct news, sports, and dramatic productions. With industry-standard technology and the best instructors in the business, SAIT's television production program teaches you everything you need to know for a career in broadcasting. This is television production. Come and dare to be on air.
Welcome back to the intermission segment. We are no longer in intermission. We are post-game and doing an interview with Matthew here. Hello, Matthew.
Hello.
You were the top lane in the last two games we saw, yeah?
Yes, I was.
Amazing. Was there any surprises that you saw in these last two games, or was everything relatively expected?
For my gameplay experience, I was not expecting their top laner to pull out Gragas or Alawi, but that's mostly just because he only plays Yone and Aatrox. Everyone else he's not that great on, but just was a bit of an unexpected turnout.
Just a curveball.
Yeah.
Casual. Are you at all surprised that we won that game?
Absolutely not. Our team was,
No.
I thought it might go to game 3. I thought we might lose a game, but I thought it would be a little closer. But I know that our team together, when we group up as 5 in a team fight, we're much stronger mentally than they are.
Yeah. Wow. You guys just have a better connection and whatnot.
Yeah.
Amazing. How does it feel to have beat them and just gotten the win?
Well, it feels amazing, actually. Yeah. I'm just a sub for the team, but I've been playing with them throughout the whole season, and it's a great group of guys to be with and a great team to be on.
How was it switching teams here?
It was pretty good. I was initially a sub on Team Red. I started on Team Black. Played the whole season with them, another great group of guys. But yeah, switching on to this team, I actually felt kind of honored that I was able to play top lane for their final game.
Wow. Wow. Love that for you. I already asked that. My fault. So what's the plan now? What are you and the guys going to do now that you've gotten the win? Clubbing?
I have school tomorrow.
That makes sense.
Yeah, 8 a.m. class. I live an hour and 10 minutes away, so yeah.
That is a shame. So sorry to hear that.
Yep.
I understand that we did get the win, but do you believe there's anything else you and your team could have done to make it any better, worse, or not worse?
I definitely wasn't playing to my 100% in the top lane during the initial laning phase. Once we did the lane swap in both games, I definitely woke up a little bit. I was feeling a bit off, wasn't last hitting properly, but I wasn't able to put too much of a hindrance on the team, and because of the total dominance from the bot lane, it just took over the rest of the game.
You just felt more in your element.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Who is your champion, and why do you pick that specific champion? Do you believe it's coordination with your team or just preference?
Well, our game plan going into this was to weak side the top lane and just have mid lane and mostly bot lane dominate. And so they wanted to pick someone for me that I was comfortable on and also that is just a tanky, easy to survive on champion. Ornn for the first game was, a decent pick because he's like the hardest champion to kill in the top lane. Then for the second game, I just wanted to try out Cassante. I enjoy playing him. He's really tanky, but he can also do damage.
Yeah, just like a best of both worlds situation.
Yeah.
Before the games actually started, did you and your team study the Texas-Dallas team?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't just our team, though. We also had 2 awesome coaches that were helping us. They made we made a full game plan, had a full plan mapped out for draft using Excel. And yeah, we used that to really get through it.
Wow.
We had a plan to swap lanes at a specific point and it just worked out.
I asked you about any surprises in these last 2 games?
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. Oof.
It's no worries.
Let me think here. I'm sorry. What do you believe people should know about this game?
Well, I believe that people that play this game and don't really watch competitive, they don't know fully to the extent like how in depth even just the champion select can get. Like one of the coaches, AJ, he mind maps the entire thing and knows if we pick this, they're gonna pick this, or leaving this open, we can take this pick from them. It gets super complex and in-depth. And also, what are we going to prioritize in-game? It's an entire different game on its own.
Yeah. Any final words or any comments about this whole game?
No. I can only think of goofy things that I probably shouldn't say during an interview.
All right, well, that is actually the end of this segment. So it was lovely seeing all of you. I think I'm gonna see you again in a bit. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out after whatever we're about to show you.
My child somehow spends 25 hours a day on electronics, but I found the cure. We here at Quest Theater have rehabilitated many youngsters from the dreaded tablet screen, thanks to our brilliant, creative, ridiculously fun drama camps. To save your kid, visit questtheater.org immediately!
If you are 17 to 30 years old with connections to street culture in Calgary, then I have some news for you. Busline 24 takes you right to the doorway. Meet the folks at the doorway. Not only do they provide tools and support for those transferring away from street culture, they also give financial aid like cash to those who need it. Come in and visit their friendly staff today. For more information, visit their website at thedoorway.ca.
Someone in this room is diagnosed with MS, but they didn't let MS stop them. They followed the science-based program provided freely by MS Hope. An MS diagnosis doesn't have to be the end of the line, but a beginning to a healthy life. Visit mshope.com to learn more.
Are you looking for a space that radiates inclusivity and support for people with disabilities? Look no further than Between Friends. Between Friends is a pan-disability organization that provides quality social and recreational opportunities for people of all ages. An inclusive community where people with disabilities can reach their individual potentials. So what are you waiting for? Visit the Between Friends website at betweenfriends.ab.ca.
I'm back with Benjamin. Benjamin, who is your champion of choice?
For these finals, I played Sinzao. Yep.
How did you feel that went?
It went pretty good. Like, we got 2-0. We won the whole thing, and I think we improved as a team. Like, going through from the start till the end, we improved.
Now you said you played as Sinzo, but that's not normal. What was that switch up for?
I think because I played top lane for the first 5 games until I went back to my original role, which is jungle. And I feel like being in the jungle position, I just control everything. Like I can see the map and just rotate off it. Unlike when you're playing top, you can only like play on that island alone.
But today you played top though. Did you feel?
No, I played jungle today.
Oh, you played
yeah.
jungle today. How did that go for you? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy playing jungle more than top lane, just because I can help everybody. And in terms of like commanding everyone and looking at the map, I can see everything and I can move everywhere.
What was the foliage like? Could you see your opponents very well in there?
Yeah. Basically, when you play jungle, you just farm and you control the game because you can cover ganks from everywhere. You can read where the enemy is going. You can like call out which play you want and they'll follow you. But it doesn't always work that way. It has to be depending on the situation as well.
Now you guys had a dominant performance. Did you think there could be anything done better, or was that the top of the top?
I think game 1 could have been cleaner, but we are very satisfied from our performance as well.
Now coming in, I understand you were underdogs. How does it feel to finally beat Texas?
As far as I know, they are the favorite teams since from last time, and it feels just like surreal, I think, and very good for us because they 0-2'd us before finals. It was like regular split, but then we 2-0'd them now. So, and we got the finals like champion. So it's better to have like lost in the regular split than to have lost now in championship.
Oh, for sure, the championship. Everything's on the line. Did you find being the underdog though, and them the favorites, that put a fire under you? Gave you more motivation?
Yeah, actually. I told my teammates that they 2-0'd us before. And now it's like payback time for us, revenge arc.
Yeah.
So it felt good that we demolished them. Like the game was very fast. The game was very like clean as well.
What parts of your strategy did you clean up compared to the last matchup you had?
I think it's communication. Because biggest thing about playing games, or maybe as a normal person, is to communicate with each other, just so you could understand which page you are at and everything.
Oh yeah, without communication, as a team, you're going blind.
Yeah.
You got to communicate top, bottom, right? Who's going to go jungle?
Yep.
You find that went well? The communication was on par today?
Yeah, it was very good because we got help as well with our coaches. I'll give credits to to Daniel and AJ because they like glued everything together.
Yes, please. Shout out Daniel and AJ.
Oh, they're right there. Shout out to both of them because they're our coaches as well.
Great leadership I hear from them. Is there any, do you have any anecdotal stories of their leadership that you could speak to?
Maybe just, I'll just give an example.
For
like,
sure.
Of course, we didn't know each other before the team started, before the semester started. I've only known one person, which is David. We've known each other for so long. Anyway, since we don't know each other, it's kind of awkward, right? Like you guys will play together and you don't know anyone else. You just know one person. But then they made us feel comfortable, like 5 of us, even though we didn't know anyone else. Like it's just play the game, then communicate. Then throughout the season, I think we became friends as well. Not just in game, but also like off game.
The chemistry was built,
yeah,
would you say quickly?
No, it was a struggle as well.
How long would you say it took to come around?
Maybe for the eternity of the season before semifinals.
Really? It took all the way to the semis to gel
as
a championship winning team.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I know. And I think we're just lucky to have like people that are willing to get comfortable with each other and like knowing their differences and just accepting who you people are with.
Yeah, and then knowing your differences, you can pick up each other's. Where they lack and slack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite bonding moment from this season? Where the team really, the most memorable part, would you say? Not even in the game, just as a team, even off server, would you say?
Okay, I think it's every time we do game reviews, because everyone just has their own thoughts about the game. Everyone has their own opinions. Then you just collect information. Then I think you learn from each other. That's the best part about it.
What do you think you learn most from those game reviews?
I think, like what I said a while ago, it's about proper communication. Because without communication, nothing will happen. Like, I mean, something will happen, but there's gonna be a better outcome if you communicate, like, all together. Like, not only one person speaking. Like, if everyone talks, then the outcome will be better.
Oh, if you don't communicate, you're not a team.
Yeah.
You're just 5, 6, 7 solo people just on the same mission. But with communication, you can come as one together as a bond.
Yep.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Now, we will come right back after these messages.
Look at this little guy. He has so much love to give. And so does he. Positive Match rescues dogs from all over the world and takes care of them here in Calgary, giving them the love they deserve. And that comes through the support of adoptions and donations. This is to continue to bring a positive change to as many pets' lives as we can. To adopt or donate, visit positivematch.org.
Come and learn the fast-paced world of television production. Find your passion to write, shoot, edit, and direct news, sports, and dramatic productions. With industry-standard technology and the best instructors in the business, SAIT's television production program teaches you everything you need to know for a career in broadcasting. This is television production. Come and dare to be on air.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Very tough not to have to cleanse.
Stays on the flank. Here's to the side. TP coming in. Faker looking to make the flank against Ruler. Owner goes in.
Yes.
And again, the combos are clean. The hostile takeover.
Feel the excitement in esports together. Learn more about local esports events on esportsalberta.ca.
Kids shouldn't have to worry about where they get their next meal. That's why Brown Bagging for Calgary Kids is so much more than a lunch program. It's a community of volunteers, donors, and friends, taking meaningful action to connect kids through healthy food. With over 600 volunteers who help feed over 6,500 kids every school day, helping students get the food they need to reach their full potential. For more information on how you can get involved, visit brownbaggingforcalgarykids.org.
Welcome back. We have another interview for you, and can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Soo-jung Kim. I go to SAIT studying program in JS. I play for League of Legends team in here.
Wow. What's your role in the League of Legends team?
I play support.
I understand. Soo-jung, was there anything in this game you believe was unexpected?
That in the tournament?
Yeah.
Okay, that we lost in the regular season. That was very unexpected. I thought we were gonna win everything, but we didn't.
Happens, I suppose. How do you and your team actually learn from any mistakes you guys make?
Well, we go over videos of our replays, and then we just point out the issues we had. Sometimes we don't even watch it, but we just kind of remember during the game and then speak it out after the game. And then we talk about it, we discuss how we're gonna fix it and what we could have done better, things like that. That's how we overcome our mistakes.
Do you think that you made any mistakes during this last match we just saw?
Yeah, on the very last game, I think I was overextending. I was kind of egoing, you know? I was like, oh man, these guys cannot do anything against me, but they almost killed me. But luckily I flashed out, which means I got out. So it was a mistake, but it did not really cause anything.
That's interesting. Good. Sorry. What do you believe was your highlight of this game? Anything you're just so happy you did, you're so proud of it?
Nothing, actually. I don't think I did anything really big, yeah. I was, as you can see from my role, it's a support. I basically support the teams. So, and I did not really play any champion or character that makes a big plays. I just play the characters that kind of supports the team instead of making big play and then making really like awesome play. No.
You really work for your team.
No,
rather
I just
than against the other team.
Yeah. So I did not really make a lot of big plays, but I did support the team as well.
What is your primary role as support? Like, what's the main thing you do for your team?
For this team?
Yes.
Yeah. Usually I do make plays, but then we just realized that our jungle and mid can do that for me, and so my main primary role in the game is probably just supporting and then make sure that we do not die. So I usually just tell everybody in the team, hey, we need to be careful right now. They can do what, and things like that.
You're helping look out.
Yeah. So that's it, honestly.
Wow. Is there any specific champion you use that you believe wasn't the right choice, or that you're just really glad you picked that champion?
In the final, because our coaches helped us picking draft, I don't think I picked anything weird, including semifinal. But during the regular season, we were definitely picking some weird champions a lot of times, which made our game unnecessarily harder.
You believe now it's more refined with your
selections? It is a lot more refined. I kind of feel like we can win any other team now.
Y'all got that confidence, ego now. Well, thank you so much.
Yep.
That was Sujong Kim for this interview. Thank you so much for being here. We will see you soon with I believe, another interview after these messages. Bye-bye.
Tickets you can't use anymore? Donate them to Kids Up Front. Kids Up Front gives tickets to deserving kids and their families. They get your gift in the hands of kids through their community agencies across Calgary. They believe all kids should have access to experiences like arts, culture, and sporting events. These tickets provide an opportunity for participants to make memories and create unforgettable experiences. Kids Up Front provides more than just a ticket. They provide an experience.
Find your new best friend at the Edmonton Humane Society. Whether you're on your own or a part of a busy household, the Edmonton Humane Society has the perfect match waiting just for you. Every wag of a tail is proof of the meaningful bonds created at the Edmonton Humane Society. Their adoption program connects you with furry companions who are eager to share their love with you. Visit their website at edmontonhumanesociety.com. Find your perfect match.
Now I understand. You carried this team.
No.
How much does your back hurt from that?
It's still fine. I guess I didn't carry that much. Everyone helps. I mean, like everyone really did prepare for this. So we're pretty confident facing them. So we didn't have any problem in the game.
Talk about how you saw the team chemistry lead to this victory in the finals.
It was pretty good. At first, we suck. Before we face them, we lose against them, and it kind of sucks. So we actually wanted a revenge, hoping they would win the semifinals, and they did. So we got a revenge.
What did you learn from that loss?
Nothing. Basically, we just ended up dominating the game. It's just like a casual flex game,
It was just a string of luck. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself that short. David.
No, it was actually pretty okay.
Take the praise.
We did prepare, I think, and I think they collapses after the first game, and the second game was kind of one-sided. So I think
No, I understand you run bottom.
Yeah.
What is your strategy in doing that?
Just hit the minion, call the shots. I want to be comfortable. I want to kill them, so we actually prepared on how we can kill them. That's about it.
Which way did you prepare? Walk me through this preparation.
We talk. Me and Bench, our jungle, and Sujong always talks a lot, and our help, Daniel and AJ, really help us a lot. In terms of draft. So we lean towards our draft, use that, and think of a way how can we dominate their bot, because their bot is pretty much the weak side of the team. So we utilize that and use me to carry. That's about it.
So you established their weakness and
Yeah.
you exploited that
Yeah.
to your advantage.
That's basically it. Yeah.
Talk to us about what is your experience with this game? How long have you been playing?
So I've played since I'm not sure, but let's just say more than like 6 years or 7 years. I played pro, but not very long. But it was a good experience for me to like have the experience of facing like good gamers. Yeah, that really helps me a lot to be in this position, win the games.
What is the routine like of a pro esports player? A
Sorry,
lot of
what was
people are
it?
wondering what it's like to be a pro esports player.
It was very, like, let's just say people want to be pro, right? And because like, oh, I'm having such a lot of fun. I want to play this, earn money to play this. But when I became pro, it was a lot of fun. But when I became pro, it was not that fun.
Become too much like a job?
Yeah, it become a job. Like I don't get to enjoy a lot. Like the scrims, daily practice. It was too like, what do you call this?
Rigorous?
Yeah.
Rudimentary?
Yeah. Mentally, like if you lose a game, fans get like, you should have played better.
So you're saying the haters got to you?
Yeah, not really. It's just like playing consistently for us not to get replaced. It's just like, it's always in your mind, like, I don't want to get replaced. I want to be in this team. So it takes the fun out of that.
You felt like they're always nipping at your heels?
Yeah.
The passion was taken out of it?
Not really, but like facing the thrill. I like the thrill.
You do?
Yeah.
You tried bungee jumping? Skydiving?
Not really. Can you take me there? No,
We'll
so-
go.
Okay.
We'll go together.
Yeah.
That's your reward for winning this amazing championship.
I forgot, where's our Coke, Patrick?
Sorry, what?
Because he promised us a Coke if we win against a certain team, but where's the Coke?
We will get you Coke.
Thank
you. You need to keep hydrated.
I do. Okay, my back's starting to hurt.
Would you like a
No, I'm just
massage?
joking. No, I'm just joking.
We are
No, I'm good.
sponsored by a massage place. Deep Tissue. Take all that strain out.
Please. No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
Very good, yeah.
Any final words on this beautiful win today?
Huge shout out to Daniel and AJ for helping us win. Like, I guess without them, the team would collapse. Like, we're not in order. Everyone wants to shine. Everyone wants to play their champion. If not them controlling us, we wouldn't be here.
I like the way you guys speak about this. No one person gets the glory.
Yeah.
Spread amongst
everyone,
the team.
everyone.
It
And
is
Bird.
a team effort.
And Bird, we missed you.
Rest in peace, Bird.
Bird.
Calgary Meals on Wheels aims to solve food insecurity. They deliver affordable, nutritious meals to people regardless of age, ability, or life circumstances. Calgary Meals on Wheels also delivers to 50 schools. With your help, Calgary Meals on Wheels can do so much more. Everyone deserves to be well fed. For more information, go to mealsonwheels.com.
Hell, dude, I'm late for class. Didn't even hold the door.
This is a clear example of what not to do here in Canada. Let me show you the right way.
In Canada, there are many customs and habits that are different from where immigrants originally lived.
Thanks, man. Much appreciated.
Shukusi, this is the right way to do it in Canada.
The Hong Konger Association of Calgary helps you integrate into Canada. Check out the website for assistance.
Now we have another interview subject. Amazing. Would you like to introduce yourself to the viewers?
Yeah, hello. My name's Daniel, and I've been graduated from SAIT now almost 6 months now, and I'm still a part of the SAIT Trojans team helping out.
What do you do for the team?
My official title is minor officials, working under the athletics and recreation department, but I've been helping out basically what a coach or a manager would do, just out of my own time, because just being passionate about the games and whatnot.
So what are some of the roles that entail being like a coach / manager? I understand it's in your free time, but
I guess it starts with gathering the team, managing their practice times, and helping them get to our studio, game studio, in time for game times and the practice times, and also scheduling maybe for scrims if there's no team captains. This semester we did have team captains, so they were in charge of that. But other than that, it's helping the players' mentals, helping them with before and after game as well, in terms of preparing.
So you help every single player on the team, right?
Yeah, mostly just overall.
Is there a specific team you play for? Because I heard that there's a black team and red.
So in the beginning of the semester, I was helping more with the team white, which is the developmental team. And then I was letting team red and black go hands-free. And for team black, I think we actually had additional help from AJ, which was mentioned quite a bit. And I think he does take credit for a lot of the work that was improved for team black. And as soon as their season ended, AJ was more than happy to help out with the team red as well.
Were there any surprises as a manager or coach with the team these last few games?
I guess the practice was going too well because our season was almost getting undefeated.
Yeah.
To the point where people were having too much fun even on the stage. And I think it did cost us one game series. So unfortunately, we were not able to finish the season undefeated.
Sorry to hear that.
Yep.
So you believe you guys got a bit egotistical and cocky near one of those games and just...
Yeah, just fell through a little bit.
Happens. That happens. What do you believe? What was the most surprising part for you witnessing this team win the final?
I guess it was everything, honestly, because in the beginning of the season to almost at the end of the season, we were playing well, but just individually. So we all had all-star players, but I think they were playing too highly of themselves, sometimes maybe trying to have too much fun on the stage, not respecting the opponents enough. But as the postseason went through with the playoffs, I think teams started to talk to each other more and then got to talk to each other, especially in-game and after the game. So that was really good progress to see.
So the communication really got better throughout, as you saw?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have any notes for your team that you're comfortable with sharing with all of us? I understand, like, if there's something specific or like some strategy thing you don't want to share, that's fair, but.
I guess one thing that's outside the game is that we actually have a starting roster that is not present with us today because he's a culinary arts student, and I think one of his final exam is actually today.
Oh.
Yeah. And he is taking it in the SAIT market at the downtown location. So he was just not able to come. So we were able to ask one of the black team members to sub in for him. And I think it just shows SAIT Trojans just coming all together, talking to each other, just all that.
Okay, well, thank you so much for this interview. To the extra member of the red team, we really hope you aced that final, and we will see you after these messages.
What are you doing?
I'm bored and hungry and I have to work soon.
Why not go to Lunchbox Theater?
Theater? That's too expensive.
It's much cheaper than most.
For 50 years, they've been showing one-act plays made by local writers. And since they're right next to the Calgary Tower in the Vertigo Theater, you can grab a meal from nearby and eat it at the show.
So, what do you think?
Check out the website to see current productions, book tickets, or donate to the arts.
And I'm here with AJ, the assistant coach of this dominant playoff run.
How's it going, man?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well, actually.
You feel on cloud 9 after this?
You know it, man. Like 2-0, yeah, I think you kind of expect more than that as a coach.
Is this how you saw it to go, or was this a shock to you?
Personally, yeah, it is quite a shock because of how dominant these guys were when they played into regular season. They lost to these guys, Texas, 0-2, pretty convincingly. So coming into game 1, I had their expectations set really low, being like, it's okay if we take one in the gut, we'll come back strong game 2, game 3.
No, I understand. You weren't a part of this team after that previous loss.
No, I wasn't, no.
What do you think you brought to the table during this run to give them a refreshing view that led to this win?
You know what, I think the back and forth I had with Daniel throughout the semester, he kind of needed additional, let's say guidance. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he wants to see if his perspectives are good, if his players have a certain perspective, and I kind of just tried to bring it all together, make sure everyone was heard, everyone was comfortable with what they played with, and we end up bringing the dub home.
Yeah, sometimes you can see with rose-colored glasses. You came in with a fresh perspective.
Exactly.
No egos, no ties to specific players.
Exactly,
you just called it what it was.
Exactly.
That's what you need to grow.
Yeah, and I'll see if they don't like that. It sucks to suck. If you want to be a winner, that's what you got to do.
You can only be a winner, or you can be a loser. And there's things you have to do if you want to win. You got to put in blood, sweat, and tears.
Exactly.
What kind of strategic preparation do you think that you specifically brought?
So I don't think I brought too much to the table. I just built on whatever they had already for the infrastructure. So put a bit more in-depth in their prep for the pick and ban phase, a bit more game plan for when the game would play out from the very beginning of the minute to the very end of the game when they blew up the Nexus. So I didn't really add anything. I just kind of enhanced what they already had in the system.
You were just that spark plug they needed to get going.
Probably, yeah.
Next level.
Yeah, just straight arrow to the finish line. No detours.
You came in. It seemed a little stale. You gave them that juice they needed. That
a little
bolt
bit,
of
yeah.
Energy.
Exactly. Need a little caffeine once in a while.
Now, do you play yourself?
I do, yes. Not to the level of these guys, but yeah, I do dabble.
Okay. I do hear it usually, very rarely, is the best players make great coaches. And there's a great example right here.
Hey, I mean, if I can add to that example, it's an honor.
You can take yourself outside of it and see exactly what needs to be done to gel perfectly as a team.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see.
Do you have any more thoughts, comments on this?
Honestly, props to the team. They already had a really good infrastructure. Props to Daniel to getting them to this point with his mentorship. And honestly, I'm just glad I was here for the ride. Like, they did really well.
Put yourself in this scenario. This isn't best of 3. This is best of 5. You had to come back and play another game. What would you have done to clean up some loose ends?
To be quite honest, it seemed like it'd be another blowout. I think it'd be 3-0. We were too prepared, too on the ball for today, and they didn't respect us. I think it would just bleed into the 3rd game, and they were running out of gas.
You just caught them off guard?
Not off guard. We kind of met them at the starting line, and we just had a better start. Couldn't keep up.
You know what they say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Exactly.
And you even started great. Right from the start to the finish. You guys were dominant, played a great game, great sportsmanship, great teammanship, great teamwork.
Yeah, all about the teamwork.
Do you see any improvements in the next season? Nothing?
That's off my hands, honestly. That's the decision of the higher ups, right? If I'll be coming back, you'll probably see me again. If not, then we'll see where this takes me.
Would you like to be back next season?
I'd love to.
On this team?
Probably, yeah.
No,
not probably, definitely.
You came from Team Black?
Yes.
Are they sad to see you go?
That might be conversations saved for another day.
I hear tears were shed.
Let's keep it.
People wept.
Right here. Keep it closed.
Close to the chest.
Yeah.
Any final words for the people?
For the people?
This is your time. This is your
I know.
speech.
I'm getting a little choked up because these guys did so well. Thanks for supporting them, honestly. Like, they probably couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. Now back to these messages.
Step into the world of Quick Draw Animation Society. No matter if you are a child or an adult, a beginner or an expert, Quick Draw Animation Society offers year-round classes and workshops for all levels. Hey, hello there. Enjoy studio space, resources, and an extensive library with books, films, and reference materials. Quick Draw Animation Society, a thriving community developing new and unimagined ways of animation since 1984. Visit quickdrawanimation.ca for more information.
Come and learn the fast-paced world of television production. Find your passion to write, shoot, edit, and direct news, sports, and dramatic productions. With industry-standard technology and the best instructors in the business, SAIT's television production program teaches you everything you need to know for a career in broadcasting. This is television production. Come and dare to be on air.
My child somehow spends 25 hours a day on electronics. But I found the cure. We here at Quest Theatre have rehabilitated many youngsters from the dreaded tablet screen, thanks to our brilliant, creative, ridiculously fun drama camps. To save your kid, visit questtheatre.org immediately!
If you are 17 to 30 years old with connections to street culture in Calgary, then I have some news for you. Busline 24 takes you right to the doorway. Meet the folks at the doorway. Not only do they provide tools and support for those transferring away from street culture, they also give financial aid like cash to those who need it. Come in and visit their friendly staff today. For more information, visit their website at thedoorway.ca.
Welcome back, and look, another interview for you. What a treat. Can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Hello, my name is Tyvin Han. My in-game name is Pepper, and I was the caster for the last game that we had just witnessed of Team Red. And I do want to give a shout out as well to my co-caster, Sarah. Her in-game name is Graphico, who also helped cast with me over Discord.
Hi, Sarah. While you were watching this and announcing it and whatnot, was there anything that you just weren't ready for?
Honestly, the complete blowout was what I wasn't ready for. In the previous season, like throughout the season, SAIT Red had lost, I believe, 2-0 to this exact same team that they just played against.
Oh.
And coming into this finals, I expected it to be a competitive game. And honestly, seeing SAIT Trojans just completely decimate the University of Texas, I was like, this is incredible to see where they were and where they've gotten to in this playoffs.
Mm-hmm. It's just right out of right field. Didn't expect it.
Just absolutely crazy. They played so well just throughout the whole season, but just seeing this crazy of a result was just completely out of left field.
Was there any moments in the games we just saw that you wish you could have expanded on a little more, or just?
I think definitely during the team fights, I kind of choked up a little bit when I saw things get a little crazy there. I do wish that I could have maybe choked on a couple less words and been able to elaborate a little bit more during those times.
Yeah, I hear you, just a bit clearer.
Yeah.
Did anything in the game actually surprise you? Like any in-game like strategy that was done?
I would say the way that they played their macro was really clean from my perspective. I have played for like a little bit, but not as long as a lot of them have, and I'm not as good as any of them. But the way that they moved around the map was just so good to secure all the objectives and get them those leads that they had.
And I assume you're a League player yourself. Is that what you're trying to get into, or are you trying to announce for League?
I would say a little bit of both. I love playing the game competitively in the team environment. It's just so much fun to be able to like play with like in the competitive field, because ever since I was younger, I've always wanted to play competitively, but sports just never stood out to me. And so esports was kind of the way to go. But announcing, I've recently taken on like in the last like 6 months, and I've loved it so far. Every chance I've gotten to just get out there and like talk about the game while like seeing all these players play, it's just so much fun.
Newfound passion.
Exactly.
No doubt. I am running a little dry. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Do you think you could have made any? Not sorry. I'm asking a player question. What do you think was just Oh my God, I'm running so dry. Sorry, gang.
No problem. Maybe like what Team Red's strongest suit was, maybe, or something like that. I think going into this finals game, Team Red's strongest suit was definitely their preparation. They did a really good job, both Daniel and AJ, working together to create a game plan for Team Red to follow, and they did a good job on basically talking to the two of them and saying, this is what we can do, this is what we want to do. Sujung specifically, the team captain, had a lot of communication, I know, with Daniel in order to produce the team that they did.
Speaking of communication, actually, how did you feel their communication was, if you know at all?
During the game, it was a little bit hard to hear them communicating, but just based on the way that they were moving on the map, I could kind of see that they had a very clear vision for how they were playing the game, and there was good communication on like who was going where and what things had to be done when. And so just from watching the game, I can tell that they had pretty good communication.
In your opinion, if you were on the team playing this final, do you think you would have done anything differently or just surprised us?
I mean, given the complete blowout and knowing my own personal limits, I would say there probably isn't anything I could do better. In fact, I probably would have done worse. But if I were to play on the team, I would just try my best to keep it even if I could.
Just try and hold your weight. Just
exactly, yeah.
Do your own stuff.
Hang in there.
Do you play as a top?
I'm actually an ADC is my main.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are getting close to the end of this segment. Is there any final notes or words you want to say to the viewers?
Just any notes for the viewers. If you're interested in esports or you play League of Legends or Valorant or anything like that, just come around to the esports studio NJ, I think 112, and come talk to whoever's working and maybe try and get involved, because honestly, esports is such a great scene to be a part of, and I'd love to see it grow, especially in Calgary.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all that. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much.
We will see you after these messages.
If you're looking for a new feline friend, Meow's here to help. Since 2000, Meow Foundation has operated as a cat-exclusive, no-kill shelter. Meow's website features a curated catalog for an easy search to your kitty companion. Meow also offers a Matchmaker 30-day trial to give you and your chosen cat a chance to find your bond. Meow will be there until you're united with your new best friend. Meet your perfect match at Meow Foundation today.
Come and learn the fast-paced world of television production. Find your passion to write, shoot, edit, and direct news, sports, and dramatic productions. With industry-standard technology and the best instructors in the business, SAIT's television production program teaches you everything you need to know for a career in broadcasting. This is television production. Come and dare to be on air.
Welcome back. This is our final segment. We're sorry to say goodbye, but we kind of have to. Malcolm, is there any final words and notes you want to say to these viewers of ours?
One thing I really noticed, and it definitely shows based off those scores, this team gels together like peanut butter and jelly. They go so well together.
Beautifully. Honestly, better than the invention of bread.
And their coaches sprinkle little bananas in there too.
Oh, just
it's amazing.
Immaculate.
Superb.
They make the perfect sundae with as many maraschino cherries as you'd like.
You try to bring the devil at any of them. None of them take the credit. It's a team play. It's a team game, a team win.
Beautiful. That is what I call teamwork. None of them are trying to take all the credit. They're all sharing the love. It's great. That's community.
And you know what they say? That's how you make the dream work.
That is how you
and
make
they
the
are
dream
living
work.
it now.
Tonight
they are going out. I hear they're going to Cowboys. They're going to party hard.
Oh yeah.
Pop some bottles.
Oh yeah. Definitely didn't ask them about that and said they had school tomorrow. We don't know what their plan is.
That's
they're
what
lying
they're
to
saying.
us. So, how do you feel about this entire thing so far? How do you feel about our segments, actually? You know
I
what?
think it's been a great job.
Yeah, you know what? You did do a great job.
This is a great inaugural duo.
Yep. You know what? I'm so happy with us. I'm very proud of us. I'm very proud of the things we said and the words we spoke. Just wow.
Great.
Wow.
Great. This was a great tennis. You know, we just back and forth, back
Honestly,
and forth.
Just
what a great
beautifully.
rally.
This is what I call chemistry.
You'd serve me up, I'd hit it out. I'd knock it over to you.
It
Aces.
works out. Ace. Oh, just beautiful. Anyways, thank you, viewers, so much for seeing the League of Legends finals with the Trojan team and the Dallas, Texas team.
The Comets, they call them.
The Comets.
The Comets.
Oh!
They came in hot. They gave a good fight.
Yes, they did. They tried their best.
They really did.
Things happen. Things happen.
But those Trojans, they learned from their past matches.
Yes,
they came
did.
back tougher, stronger.
Better than ever.
More resilient, some would say.
Yes. Yes, they did.
They put the pedal to the metal. They hit the pavement.
Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, but we have got to go. Goodbye. I mean, not goodbye. We love you. We love you so much. Thank. Oh. Where does my mic go? Oh.
Lost your mic.
Dude. Well, we killed it.